Good morning, folks, friends, family, and folks. I'm just here to say that most cancers are caused by the fact that we lack good soil. So in prehistoric times, we had 30 feet of soil. On the best parts of the planet, we have 3 inches of soil. And that soil has been altered. So without a long to-do and lots of explanation, it's really about the fact that we have no diversity in our food. And we do monocrops, and so most of you have seen Netflix shows on this perhaps. You look at any civilization that has now gone kaput, you will see that there is only sand, there is no soil. So what we used to have 3 feet of, we now have 3 inches of on some parts of the globe, only some. So in the United States, we are 3 days away from hunger, because it takes about 3 days for them to get their food because they no longer grow it. They no longer grow it because they don't have any diversity in their soil. Part of why they don't have any diversity in their soil, you know, my brother Dan has often just got a little clip for me that sure enough, I hear an expert right after talk about, and that is he talked about the fact that lawns are one of the biggest killers of both our planet and ourselves. And he is correct, both in the gas we use to mow them, but also the lack of diversity. So what the good part is the more we start to grow, the more dandelions you start to eat in your backyard, the better you will be to be protected from cancer and other chronic diseases, chronic pain, chronic fatigue. Most of this has to do with light in our body and how our cells communicate. It's a lot bigger conversation. However, the one thing that you can do, this is the exciting part, thanks for still listening, is to sit by a fire. Apparently sitting into a fire and staring at it increases our stem cells. And when you stare away into the horizon, it stops. When you come back and you look at the fire, it starts again. And the reason is because the earth knows. The earth knows the answer to our problems before we made them. That's another long scientific conversation. However, isn't that exciting? So unfortunately, we can't have fires because most of our country here in Canada is on fire. But you can even do it by looking into a flame. And also what works is sitting under a tree or laying under a tree and looking at the filtered sunlight. It will cause your stem cells to start reproducing. And I think that's a really beautiful medicine regardless. And this speaker speaks about if you're watching only CNN or Fox News, you've got a monologue, and you know, we all know that, then you're in a vacuum and you only support your own ideas. You don't, you know, this sort of thing. Sorry if I'm offending anyone. However, you will be pushed into shame and guilt. The idea of getting to a fire and to filtered light is to feed our soul with the vast diversity of knowledge that our cells have. There's so much more to it, but I just had to share that. So thanks to Uncle Dan, my brother, and thanks for this speaker that I'll get the name to any of you if you wish. Okay, cheers. Have a great day. And treat yourself by getting outside. The diversity outside actually changes your cells. See the diversity of nature, and maybe it will help us accept the different person that might be standing beside us. Go out and be yourself, because yourself knows your purpose, yourself knows your longevity, and yourself knows what's good for you. And that is all those things that are beautiful that I just mentioned: nature, fire, and filtered sunlight. Have a great day. Cheers.